Help me ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. I hope everybody's doing okay. I've come home, well actually it was last night, it was late last night. I've been working a lot this week. I've had 2 evening activities and I got home last night and there was this deck. So I was excited about coming home today and sharing it with you, this particular project. It has been sent to me for the purpose of review by the lovely Rial over at My Lucky Card. If you are familiar, or perhaps if you're not familiar, I can explain. Rial is the person behind Pam's Vintage. This is the tarot size which came out 3 years ago, but before that, 4 or 5 years ago, we had the mini version of Pam's Vintage, but she's also done Pam's Delight and Pam's original artwork. And I love her work. She puts a lot of time and energy into what she does. What I wasn't aware of is that, I haven't opened this yet, I've not even gone in it, I've just took everything out of the package for ease of time, was that Jasmine Beckett Griffiths, who you might know, particularly if you've been in and around the tarot and oracle world over the last few years, you wouldn't have escaped her artwork. I've got one of her tarot decks, which is Beautiful Creatures, that she did with J.R. Rivera. And it's, you know, it's instantly recognizable, a bit like Nicoletta Ciccoli. Her work is instantly recognizable. Because we've got these kind of children, doll-like characters with the big doughy eyes. Not everybody's a fan. Most people that I've spoken to are fans. I would say I'm somewhat of a fan. I think if it's done well, then I really like it. I did have an Oracle deck actually that I bought from Glastonbury a couple of years ago, which was the Alice in Wonderland Oracle, which also featured the artwork by Jasmine Beckett Griffiths, but I passed that on. But I received an email, let me just grab my iPad so I give you the right information, to say that it was, again, Rial is wonderful and she does send me her decks, which I've always been grateful for. But she said, happy to inform you that the Alice's Alchemy Tarot, based on Jasmine Beckett Griffiths' public domain project. So there is a project, 600 downloads of her artwork, free to use. And they ask for contributions, you know, to pay a contribution, but it's out there in the public domain. And it's called the Strangeling Public Domain Project. 625 high resolution images by Jasmine Beckett Griffiths, released into the public domain under Creative Commons licensing. So, yeah, so a fan that Rial is of her work. She has then set to creating a tarot deck using this artwork, and she's done a little resource as well that goes with it. I will put all the information below. So we've got My Lucky Cards page, and it talks about Alice Alchemy Tarot, and it says it's created with the original artwork by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. So you can read all about it here, which again will be in the description of this video. So, like I say, I've not opened this up yet. I can see the tuck box has come open. It does have some cellophane that's been ripped. It looks like it's got quite bashed up in transit, which can be a problem with tuck boxes. As you can see, yeah, it's pretty dinged up, but not some, yeah, I don't tend to keep tuck boxes anyway. I put them into bags or pouches. And then we've got this resource here that Rial has put together, and it looks like it's pretty comprehensive. So it's a quick table guide for learning tarot cards with traditionally assigned numbers, names, meanings, and symbols for the major arcana. So as you can see here, it starts with the Fool. Hoping this is in shot. Starts with the Fool and goes all the way down to the World. So you get the number, the name, meanings and keywords, and then symbols. So I'm hoping that Real has gone through each card and is telling you about the symbol. So it says little white cat, rose wand, bag. So I'm assuming if we take, let's get the cards out. Oh, they're on nice quality cardstock. Are they in order? We've got an additional card here, so I wasn't quite sure what that was. But yeah, so you can see here, this is the full card. And then with this fold out, it says, let's put it next to it. Oops. This will probably end up in a flame in a minute. Little white cat, a rose wand, a bag, cliff, brink of a precipice, sunny day, outside in nature. So we do get the symbols here as well, which is quite good to have. What else do we have here? Over the page we have each of the elements linked to one of the suits. So cups, water is mermaids. Coins will be represented for the earth as dragons. That's interesting, dragons. I thought that might have been fire. Swords, air is avians. And wands, fire, is the fairy realm. So if we look at the miners here, oh, some are upside down, some aren't. Let's turn it around that way. That might have been me. So we can see here we've got symbols, so 9 of swords. So our swords, these are the avians. And then if we look here, which is our pentacles, we've got the dragons, which is the earth suit. So they're using dragons in those. On this side, we've got tarot court cards. So we've got the majors, we've got the minors, we've got the court cards. And then we've got a quick reference guide here. Minor arcana numbers 1 to 10, meanings, keywords, upright and reversed. So 1 is a new beginning. For cups, that's inspiration, outflux. For coins, it's profit, expense. For swords, it's idea, confusion. Wands, it's potential, delay. So that's the upright and the reversed. That's how they've done it. Wow, there's a lot of information that's gone into this. Again, we've got more information here about the courts. And we've got keywords, minor arcana for the numerology, so the number cards. 1 is start, a new beginning, but then it goes through each of the suits there. And then we've got the artwork on the back. So, yeah, it's a nice little guidebook. Major arcana at a quick glance. So the Fool, Adventure, Risk, the Star, Hope, Desire, etc. So you can have a quick reference guide, or you can go in and get some further information. All right, so I'm wondering if this is kind of like a happy squirrel card, because you can see all the little squirrels at the front here, and it's really cute. The quality, oh, these are the backs. The quality of the printing of these cards is really beautiful, really crystal clear. Now I'm looking at this in 4K, but it doesn't upload to YouTube in 4K, so it never seems to have the same quality as what I'm looking at here. But you can see how beautiful these cards are. They are tarot sized, so if we take a standard tarot, this is from me playing cards, it's exactly the same size, okay, as a US Games NPC tarot deck. And look at that, fully reversible backs. I really like those backs. So I'm going to bring the camera down, and then we can have a look at the cards together, and I'll come back as usual at the end and share my thoughts. Just before I do the flick through, this is, I don't know how this has been achieved. I guess it's because of the purple backs, but this deck does not need edging at all, because it's got, I don't know if it's picking up, but there's like a beautiful purple hue, almost like a silvery purple on these edges, and they feel matte and beautiful. Really, really nice. This nice silvery purple colour, so this deck isn't going to be edged. It's a thick deck as well. The cardstock is really nice. Like all of Riel's cards, she uses good quality cardstock, so it's a nice quality deck. All right, so on with the flip through. So that's the deck. I did notice that there was, as I was flipping through actually, not just the Happy Squirrel, but there are some extra cards that you'll see here. So we've got the Happy Squirrel, but we also, we also have an alternative. We've got the Magic, which is card number 1. As you can see here, just above the lemon skirt, we've got the number 1. And then we have the same here, which is the Alchemist. So you get a choice there of what you want to have. We also have the same with the High Priestess. So we have the High Priestess, or we have the Shaman. And then we've got our Empress, our Emperor, and then here, and I can't even see a title on these, but this is our Hierophant cards, because we've obviously gone from card 4, the Emperor, to our Hierophant cards. One has a title, the other 2 doesn't. I think I like this one anyway, just because of the symbology really with the cross keys. So that's our Hierophant cards. We have our Lovers, Chariot, Strength. Really love this Hermit with the little fireflies in the jar. She's just taking the lid off them and off they go. Oh, was I out of shot for that? We've got the Wheel of Fortune, Justice. We have 2 cards here for Justice. They're not numbered, are they? Ah, that one's numbered. So I guess, now was the Strength card numbered? Because again, maybe they are. Yes, the Strength card is numbered 8. So I was going to say, maybe you could then, if there was alternatives and people don't like numbers for Strength and Justice, then you could have played around a bit with that, using that card. Look at the Hanged, isn't that gorgeous? And again, you're going to recognise this is pre-existing art, right? So you're going to recognise, you'll see some of these and think, oh, that's from such and such a deck, but that's the idea. Okay, so just trying to work out the number here. So we've gone 13 and there we have 8. That would indicate 8, but 8 for me would be V55. V55, V and I. But this, isn't that a gorgeous image? I mean, we've got the Death Moth Beetle here. It's kind of like this chrysalis of, and then the nod to the Santa Muerte. Just beautifully done. That transformation. We have Temperance. We have 2 Temperance cards, as you can see here. And then I think the only other one that repeats is the Sun card. Temptation for the Devil, card 15. There's our Tower card. Star, Moon. I love this Sun. I mean, this Sun card, yeah, you do get 2 choices for the Sun card. Both bright and sunny, but I love this one. Maybe it's because of my love of Hindu deities, but this is beautiful as well with the bee and the sunflower. We've got lots of sunflowers here, but something about that I just think is gorgeous. And then we have Judgment and the World. And the other additional one here is this Puss in Boots. Now, she does make reference to, in this little guide here, about Puss in Boots. So you get the Happy Squirrel, which I was right, it was Happy Squirrel. And then Cat, aka Good Shoes. Well, we used to, in this country, we refer to, rather than Good Shoes, we refer to Puss in Boots, which is to make anything possible. And then, yeah, I just think it's beautiful. I'm not going to go through all the cards because I've done the flip through, but it's really beautiful. I noticed there's an option here for for your lovers cards. Sorry, I keep going out. I don't know why I'm not focusing or concentrating as hard tonight. But yeah, so there's the options there. We've got the same symbol here. But yeah, I think it's gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. I particularly loved because you do get these kind of face-on dolls, as I said. But when it comes to the 8 of Wands, I love the butterflies representing the wands flying through the sky. Just look how cute that is. They're borderless, as you can see, and what I like is the fact that even on the title cards where they've got titles, it's really unobtrusive. They've not taken away from the artwork at all by putting a banner or blocked anything out. It's kind of disguised really well within the cards, so you really get to focus on the artwork. They are borderless as well. Again, you just see more of the image. But I like the fact that we've just got these little symbols in the corner. That also, I mean, as you say, plays to people of, you know, very other languages and things, but the titles are in English. But look how beautiful that card is. Just gorgeous with the 8 butterflies. Love it. That's such a cute card. I actually gasped when I turned it over and saw it. So adorable. I love elephants. It's just so well done. So well done, this deck. So there you have it. That is Alice's Alchemy Tarot. I think that's what it was called. Alice's Alchemy Tarot, standard size tarot edition. Shame about the box. That it got damaged, but because this is quite a nice tuck box. I don't know if you can see, it's linen and it actually feels really nice. But I could repair it. I could use some Scotch tape and repair that. Love the backs. So yes, let me know your thoughts below. All the information of where you can find this deck will be in the description. All right, thank you for watching, everybody. And until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.